How's it going, guys? Welcome to Couch Talk again with me, your host, Ray O'Ray. Today, I just wanted to do something real quick, just have a little discussion with you guys about, we do everything here, all things Chelsea. We talk about Chelsea news, Chelsea problems, We've had a long season this year, and I just want us to delve into a few topics real quick, like mainly about Chelsea news, what was going on with Chelsea in terms of our transfers and stuff like that. You know, um, we have a lot of news, we already know about the whole Kai Havertz situation and what's going on. We also have a little news about, Ben Chilwell. And also we have, what was the last one? Uh, why am I having a brain freeze right now? Yes. So we have Kai Havertz, we have Ben Chilwell. Oh, and I wanted to talk about Nathan Ake for a little bit. We already had the news about him going to Manchester City. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Just quick plug. Just like, subscribe if you like what I'm trying to do. I just started. I just want to rant, hear your views, your thoughts. Whatever you think about Chelsea. Let's discuss. Let's talk about Chelsea. Um, you know, this couch talk, like we said. So yeah, let's delve into it. What I think about, I'm gonna start with Nathan Ake. What I think about Nathan Ake, I think he's a good player. I think he's really helped Bournemouth like defensively. Um, I've watched him a couple of seasons, and because he's been in and out of Chelsea, going on like ever since he went on loan at Bournemouth and came back, and then went back again. Then I guess we sold him to Bournemouth eventually. Um, what I think about him, he's a good player. I think Chelsea should have gotten him. You know, the reason why I say that is because like we have the buyback clause. We also are in need like of a left-footed center back, and that is really rare. Left-footed players are really rare. To find a player that can play, being versatile. Like he can play on the wings as well. He can play and as a defensive midfielder, and it's really good. He's really good at like intercepting like the play, reading the play. He he has a good positioning. I would prefer him over Rudiger because I just feel like Rudiger is an aggressive player, but he doesn't know how to position himself properly. Um, so yeah, I would prefer Nathan Ake. I just feel like he would actually fit in our defense better. He's been in Chelsea for a long time. He knows how we play. He knows the players. And football chemistry is everything. Chemistry is everything. So I don't know what Frank Lampard is trying to do. Do I agree with his decision to not go get him? I don't necessarily agree to that because I feel like we need to sell Rudiger. I feel like Tomori needs a little bit more time. Maybe he can come in like for like cup games and stuff like that. Um, I don't know how I feel about Christensen. He's been on and off like this season. He's had like one good game and then he has like three bad games and then two good games and then goes back again. Like he's been in and out of the team, so I really don't know how I feel about him honestly. Um, Zuma has been our best center back he's been like consistent ever since like the restart. So I'll say Zuma definitely. I'm gonna keep Zuma, but Christensen and Rudiger, I'll definitely sell Rudiger. I'll probably loan out Christensen to like like a German team or something. Like go out there for like 2 years and then go get like a really good center back that can pair with Zuma. And maybe pair Nathan Ake with Tomori, like doing like cup games and stuff like that, and they can like come in and rotate, once in a while if we have any injuries or whatever. Because I don't really know like a lot of like good left-footed center backs. We had that whole situation with the guy in Lille. What's his name? Gabriel. and he was supposed to come in, but I don't know exactly Lampard's situation is. I don't know if we're still gonna go in for him or not. Um, I think what I heard was like the whole English barrier thing was, something that is putting Lampard off. So I guess he opted not to go for him, but we don't know yet. We still have a couple of games before we end our season, and then we start going into like the transfer market like fully. So I know definitely Lampard is going to try to strengthen the defense. So let's just watch out for that space. Let's just watch out and see what happens. I say we should trust Lampard and like what he's trying to do, because it's been a struggle this season, but at least he got us the top four finish, and that's all I can say about this season because it's been hell. I honestly didn't think that we are gonna make it in the top four, like, because Hazard left, he left with like almost 50% of our goals and stuff like that, but somehow we came through. You know, we had a lot of the youth coming through, and we did that. We did that. So I say kudos to Lampard, and I say we should trust him. We should give him one more season, like to really put together the team that he's trying to build. He's trying to build a team in his own image. So let's give him that chance to bring in the players that he wants, um, and then we'll go from there. And speaking of a player that he wants, let's move on to Ben Chilwell. How I feel about Ben Chilwell, um, he is he had a really good first half of the season. His um, I guess like the first 20 games or whatever, like he was really good. He was on it. Like bombing forward, like attacking. Defensively, he was pretty solid. He gets stuck in all the time. He wasn't really being caught off like positionally. But then after the restart, I mean, just before the restart and after the restart, he just started looking shaky. You know, um, Even the game that we played against them, I'm not talking about the FA Cup. I'm talking about the league. You know, game. I think that was in February. It was a 2-2 draw. He scored a goal in there, but he looked shaky in that game. He looked shaky in that game, and because of that, I really don't know how I feel about him. I would prefer Tagliafico, Tagliafico, Tagliafico from Ajax. I think he's better defensively. He's pretty good like offensively, but he's more defensive than offensive. And looking at Chelsea's defense this season, I think that's what we need. We need a defensive, you know, um, left back. He's kind of like an Aspie in a way. If you watch his games, he's kind of like he's very defensive. He's very strong defensively, but he will go forward when he needs to. But you're never ever gonna catch him off guard. Like you're never ever gonna catch him like out of position, and that's what we need. We need some defensive stability this season, like going into like next season. That's what we need, and I think that he will be the best to get. But Chilwell, Ben Chilwell, I don't know how I feel about him, but I'm willing to give him a chance. I'm willing to give Lampard a chance, because he's not really made any like demands for like any type of player except for like Ben Chilwell. He's the only player that he's kind of like consistently said that he wants him in his team, and we have to give Lampard a chance. I know Chilwell is not gonna be the finished like products, even though he's Premier League proven and he knows how you know to play in the league. He also knows like most of the players being there, like most of them are in like English. We're not been building on the England FC, if that's what you're thinking. No, that's not what we're doing here. But I um I'm willing to give Joel a chance if that's what Lampard wants, because that will be the main player that he signs. All the players that have been there so far this year are players that he didn't really have like any choice. He had to use them. So I say, sure, let's go for Cho if that's what Lampard wants. But personally, I'll go with Tagliafico. And a little update on Kai Havertz situation. We already know what's going on. But still, Bayer Leverkusen still wants 100 million euros for him. Um, we are offering 80 million euros. I think we were probably like we're trying to pay like 60 million and then pay 20 in add-ons, something like that. And basically, Bayern is like they're basically trying to they're playing hard to get because they know like Havertz is one of the players that they can sell for like the most amount of money. They're not trying to let him go, but Havertz has clearly stated that he wants to leave. He wants to join the Chelsea project. So I want to know what you guys think, especially about the whole Ben Chilwell situation. I want to know what you think about Nathan Ake. Do you think that it's a bad miss? Having him join Manchester City, because Manchester City they're making like some smart moves. They got Ferran Torres, and that kid is pretty. He's pretty good. I feel like that was a steal for Manchester City because Ferran Torres is probably going to be one of those players in the next 4 or 5 years that is going to be tormenting us in the league. Like trust me. Um, if you watch our game against Valencia this season, he was a problem. He was combined with Rodrigo, and they were giving us headache. They were giving us a lot of headache, and I just feel like they really got a really good, player that is gonna replace Sane. And then also, if you remember, Valencia was the same team that David Silva transferred from, you know, um, before moving to Manchester City. So I don't know if Valencia is some kind of a feeder club for Manchester City, but whatever they're trying to do, they really got a good player. They got a good player in that in Ferran Torres. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's a good thing that we didn't sign Nathan Ake? Do you think Chilwell is better long term than Tagliafico and any other like left backs that you might have seen or watched play? Let me know what you think. Let's discuss it in our comments, and then let's go from there. All things Chelsea. Peace.